Today, I'll be talking about why UC Analytics is becoming critical for managing multi-vendor performance in APAC. I'm Brett Johnson, and I am the General Manager in APAC for VOSS. Across APAC, enterprise communications environments are nearly always multi-vendor by design. It is common to see organisations running a combination of platforms such as Microsoft Teams, Cisco Webex, and multiple telephony or contact centre systems across different business units, regions, or service providers. While this model offers flexibility and resilience, it also introduces a significant operational challenge. There is no single consistent view of performance across vendors. This is where UC Analytics is a critical capability for IT teams in the region. In most large organisations, each vendor provides its own reporting, dashboards, and SLA definitions. Telephony performance might be measured in one system, collaboration quality in another, and network or carrier performance somewhere else entirely. The result is fragmentation. IT teams are left manually correlating data across systems to answer basic questions such as, are we meeting SLA targets consistently across vendors? Which provider delivers better call quality? Where are performance issues actually originating? Without a consolidated analytics layer, these questions are difficult to answer with confidence and even harder to act on. This challenge becomes even more pronounced in multi-region APAC environments, where different vendors may support different countries, campuses, or business units, each with their own contractual SLAs and reporting models. Most UC platforms provide some form of reporting, but it is typically siloed and vendor-specific. This creates three key limitations. First, it is difficult to compare vendors on a like-for-like basis. Metrics may be calculated differently, time windows may vary, and definitions of service quality are not always aligned. Second, IT teams lack a unified operational view of user experience. A green SLA status in one system does not necessarily correlate with good call quality or user satisfaction in another. As a result, SLA reporting becomes a compliance exercise rather than a decision-making tool. And third, vendor dashboards are typically designed around predefined or canned reporting models that reflect the vendor's own platform priorities rather than the operational needs of the customer. And in complex APAC environments, IT teams often need to create tailored views that align to their own business structure, regional operations, SLA models, or executive reporting requirements. Without the flexibility to customize analytics across platforms, teams are forced to work around rigid reporting limitations instead of gaining actionable operational insight. So, how do you turn fragmented data into a unified performance view? Well, VOSS UC Analytics provides a different approach. Instead of our customers relying on isolated vendor dashboards, VOSS aggregates data across the entire digital workplace into a single normalized view. Importantly, this gives IT teams the flexibility to tailor dashboards, reporting models, and operational views around their own priorities, whether that is by region, carrier, business unit, UC platform, customer segment, or SLA model, rather than being constrained by vendor-defined reporting templates. One of the most powerful use cases for this is telephony and voice quality scoring across multiple vendors. By consolidating call detail records, or CDRs, from different systems, VOSS UC Analytics enables our customers to evaluate voice performance consistently across providers. This includes metrics such as call duration and success rates, drop rates and retry patterns, latency and jitter indicators, and end-to-end call completion quality. These data points are then correlated with mean opinion score, MOS values, which provide a standardized measure of perceived call quality from the end-user perspective. However, the real value is not just visibility, it is comparison. With a unified analytics layer, our customers can directly compare vendor performance against defined SLAs, even when those vendors operate completely different platforms. For example, vendor A may meet contractual uptime targets but show lower MOS scores during peak hours. Vendor B may deliver higher call quality but exhibit higher latency in specific regions. And a third carrier may meet all SLA thresholds but show inconsistent performance in specific office locations. Without consolidated analytics, these patterns are extremely difficult to detect. With VOSS UC Analytics, they become visible, measurable, and actionable. For IT leaders, enabling better decisions across the digital workplace fundamentally changes how the digital workplace is managed. SLA reporting moves from static reporting into continuous performance optimization. It also enables more informed commercial and operational decisions, including vendor benchmarking during contract renewals, identification of underperforming carriers or regions. There's validation of service improvements after network changes, and also alignment of technical performance with actual user experience. For our APAC customers, where multiple vendors often coexist by necessity rather than design, this level of insight is essential. Ultimately, UC Analytics is no longer just about reporting what has happened. It is about understanding how services are performing across a complex ecosystem and using that insight to drive improvement. As our customers continue to adopt hybrid, multi-vendor digital workplace strategies, the ability to unify performance data across platforms will define operational maturity. In my view, the next stage of digital workplace evolution is not simply more tools or more dashboards. It is a consolidated intelligence layer that brings clarity to complexity. And that is exactly where VOSS UC Analytics is delivering value across APAC today. If you would like to learn more about how VOSS can support your digital workplace, please get in touch.